Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome to another Animal Crossing New Horizons long play episode over here on More Sezrawrr. Today is going to be another After Dark episode because I have plans. We're going to be catching the Golden Trout, and I'm really hoping we're also going to catch a scorpion. Those are the things on my to-do list today. Anything else that happens along the way? Well, we'll just wait and see. But there's a few things that I need to catch you up on. Things that you missed on Sezurbia, turnip prices, and all sorts of stuff. So with that being said, here's what you missed on Sezurbia. Alright, so we are coming into Wednesday morning, which is the morning after I filmed last episode. We're going to be checking in on turnip prices and all of that good stuff and seeing what else can happen for Wednesday. So here we are with Miss Isabel, who says, "Good morning, everyone." Right now on Sezurbia, it's 9:42 a.m. on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. Now for today's announcements. First, I have an ordinance update. What is that, Isabel? Tell me all about it. I'm happy to announce that special rules called ordinances can now be enacted here on Sezurbia. I've never done ordinances before. Ordinances are a great way to help improve the everyday lives of all of our residents. Because I've never done them before, I have no idea what can be done, right? They're quite a lot of responsibility, however, and anyone enacting one should understand everyone's needs. That's why our resident rep, sezrawrr, will be in charge of ordinances on Sezurbia. I haven't checked them out yet. Maybe we can check them out together, okay? How exciting. sezrawrr, if you're listening, I can't wait to see what you'll change. Well, neither can I. Is there anything I'm going to want to change? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, my friends. If anyone has any questions about ordinances, please come and see me at Resident Services. We will, but maybe not tonight. I have priorities. Anyway, moving on, I'd like to tell everyone about a new kind of tour available. Like I said, now we're 3-star island, all of the gameplay becomes open to us. I'm so excited. Starting today, residents can go on a boat tour to uninhabited islands. So exciting, I've been waiting for this. These tours are a little different than the ones they offer at the airport. You're not wrong, Isabel. Tell us more. Tell us all about them. You'll get to board a boat and enjoy the ocean breeze as you make your way to your destination. You haven't even mentioned who will be captaining the boat, and that is Cap'n. There are lots of uninhabited islands out there that can only be reached by boat. And Cap'n's the guy that's going to take us there, right? Rumour has it there are plenty of DIY materials on these islands and even strange things buried in the ground. Maybe we'll go to Cap'n Island tonight, right? Sounds mysterious, doesn't it? These boat tours are available once a day using miles. Once we catch the fish and the scorpion, right? Interested residents should head down to the island pier and speak to the boat captain. Cap'n. I'm excited for that, right? And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. We do have to go on those island tours a certain amount of times for Nook Miles, so we'll definitely be doing that. I didn't have time to do any of that though this morning. All I had time for was checking the turnip prices. So let's see what the turnip prices were for Wednesday. The current price for turnips is 96 bells per turnip. Now we paid 90 bells for our turnips, so we are in profit, not by much. I'm going all in this week. I want a good price. Is there anything else I can do for you today? No, we checked on Sezurbia to see what the turnip prices were doing over there. So the current price for turnips was 78 bells per turnip. Well, that's not gonna do either. So definitely did not sell for any of those prices on Wednesday morning. After checking the turnip prices on Wednesday morning, I quickly was heading through the plaza when Rolf had a little reaction moment with us again, and I knew from last time that maybe he wanted to teach us a new reaction. And sure enough, when I spoke to him, he said, "Oh hey kiddo, I got one humdinger of a reaction to share with you." Another one, Rolf, thank you ever so much. Like that one, you caught it, right? I didn't, but I did now. I use bewilderment to spread a bit of mustard on whatever I'm saying. Reactions can really help if you want to make an impression. You're not wrong. I learned the bewilderment reaction. What? Wait, huh? Cute, very cute. Love all the new reactions. Thank you for that, Rolf. So then I found, as I was quickly making my way around the island to see if I could find the money spot, CJ. CJ was not mentioned in Isabel's morning messages, but CJ is here. So I didn't have time to sell fish or do anything for CJ this morning. We will do that on Wednesday night though, because it's Wednesday that I'm talking about, right? So then I did in fact find the money spot up in the cliffs. That was the only thing I had time for on Wednesday morning, was just making sure I got the money spot all sorted. So once we got our new money tree situated, I then had to say goodbye and come back on Wednesday night, because I actually didn't have a chance to play again until Wednesday night. It was was like 8 o'clock at night. I didn't have a chance before then. So immediately went to go and check on the prices. Let's see what the prices are doing for the Wednesday night. 90 bells per turnip, which that would be breaking even. If I sold for 90 bells, we wouldn't make any profit. We would break even. But let's see what the prices are doing on Sezurbia though. Maybe we can have a better price over there for Wednesday night. The current price for turnips is 69 bells per turnip. Well, no. Neither of those prices are again going to work, so I did not sell my turnips, waiting to see what the prices on Thursday are doing, but then I went home and filled my pockets with as many fish as I could fit in my pockets, and then decided that I was going to go and speak to CJ and do his little fishing challenge and get things sorted with selling all of the fish that we have in our storage for a good amount of bells, right? So when I spoke to CJ, the challenge that he wanted to give us this time was, today I want to see those small fry catching skills, reeling 3 in a row, all surgeon fishish or so in size. So pretty small fish, right? As long as it's small, it'll count. So if you spot a crawfish or frog out there, bring it aboard and yuck. And don't go catching other size fish or my subscribers will get mad and there goes your streak. Oh, and don't let them slip off your hook either. That'll cut your streak too. Sorry, chat request. I know, so many rules, but I gotta keep folks happy or my views drop. Now go catch something, yuck. So I did, and the first small fish I caught was a loach. It was looking at me with reproach. That's number 1 on your small fry catching streak. Keep it up and go for 3 in a row. The second fish that I caught was a surgeon fish, so scalpel, forceps, fish hook. That's small fry number 2. Keep it up and go for 3 in a row. And then the third fish that I caught that I needed to catch was another loach. It was again looking at me with reproach, and that's small fry number 3, which means you just completed the challenge. Go tell CJ. And when I went to go speak to CJ, he said, "Huh? You caught 3 fish in a row and everyone was a small fry?" They sure were. Now that's going to make the chat explode. So much for my Sea Sports challenge. Way to fish. Photo up. Way to wreck that Sea Sports challenge. What a haul. Thank you. I agree. Hey, want to sell any of those fish? Because I want to buy. I've got bells for nautical miles, so chime on in. And I said, yes, please, because my pockets were full. Yeah, fly fisher, show me what you want to sell. I want to sell every fish that you see here and then a whole heap more that we still had in storage at home. So after selecting all of the fish that we had in our pockets here, CJ said, oh, you got a whole school for me. Altogether, that'll be 18,120 bells. Deal? And I said, sold. Thank you so much for that. So we sold all of those fish that were in my pockets, but then I went back home and stocked up on the fish that we had left in storage, came back to sell them to CJ, and after selecting all of these ones in our pockets, CJ said, oh, you got a whole school for me? Altogether, that'll be 42,075 bells. Deal? And again, I said sold, which means that we sold all of our fish for 60,195 bells. Thank you ever so much for that, CJ. You love to see it. And that was it for Wednesday. So now we're going to catch up on Thursday to see what the turnip prices are. Here we are with Miss Isabel, who says, good morning, everyone. Right now on Sezurbia, it's 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, November 20th, 2025. I don't have any big news to share with you all today, but I would like to touch on one seasonal topic. Earlier today, a clump of bamboo caught my eye and reminded me of a piece of horticultural trivia. Did you know that this time of year is perfect for harvesting fresh bamboo or young spring bamboo? I don't really care. I don't even really want bamboo on the island, which also reminds me, I'm probably just going to chop them down eventually, right? The bamboo trees. I just needed them to help us get to a 3-star island, right? I don't really want any recipes or anything. Bamboo's just not quite my vibe for this island. You can use young spring bamboo for the bamboo noodle slide recipe I sent out via the DIY recipes app. That recipe, I really wouldn't have wanted it, honestly. It's an exclusive project you can only collect supplies for during this time of year. Good to know. In case you were wondering, but that's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Thank you so much, Isabel. Like I said, probably going to chop down the bamboo. Now, again, for Thursday morning, I only had time to check the turnip prices, so let's see what the turnip prices were for Sezurbia. The current price for turnips is 90 bells per turnip, still at 90. What's going on? Starting to get a bit concerned with the turnip prices. Anyway, we checked them out on Sezurbia as well, so the current price for turnips is 59 bells per turnip. Starting to get very concerned about the turnip prices. Anyway, that's all the time I had for Thursday morning, so coming back in on Thursday afternoon to check the turnip prices, hoping for something better, right? Let's see what they were on Sezurbia. The current price for turnips is 106 bells per turnip, so at least we've jumped up a bit, but it's still not enough. I want my good prices, right? So let's check out what the prices on Sezurbia were doing. Have they jumped up too? Let's see. The current price for turnips is 115 bells per turnip. Oh boy, they sure have jumped up on 69 that they were on Thursday morning, but still is not enough. I'm being greedy this week, my friends. It may not work in my favor, but what did work in my favor is then finding the money spot and getting the money tree all sorted, right? By the way, it was raining on Thursday afternoon. That's literally all I did. for Thursday, aside from like talking to our villagers, I have done that every day that I've jumped in game in order to work towards those Nook Miles goals that we need for talking to all of our villagers. But then I loaded in for Friday morning to check what the turnip prices were doing on Friday morning. Again, I did only have time to check the turnip prices on Friday morning, but let's catch up with Miss Isabel. Good morning, everyone. Right now in Sezurbia, it's 9:07 a.m. on Friday, November 21st, 2025. The most fashionable of the Able sisters, Label, is visiting us on Sezurbia today, so we'll be catching up with Label in a couple of minutes. She says she needs volunteers to help with some research. If you have time, please visit her in the plaza. I will, and I did. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. We will do that in a couple of minutes. Firstly, checking the turnip prices for Friday morning. What are they going to be on Sezurbia, right? Fingers crossed. Right, here we go. The current price for turnips is 62 bells per turnip. Where's my 106 gone? And better, right? I wanted better. Anyway, checking them out on Sezurbia. Let's see what they were for Friday morning over there. The current price for turnips is 128 bells per turnip. So we have jumped up again on Sezurbia, but I am being greedy. That's not enough. I want more. So I didn't sell for those prices. I decided to see what was going on for Friday night. Now, like I said, that was all the time that I had for checking turnip prices on Friday morning. So then I loaded back in on Friday afternoon to check what the turnip prices were. Please give me something good over here on Sezurbia, right? The current price for turnips is 55 bells per turnip. I don't know why I'm getting all of the really bad prices. Where are my good ones? Sezurbia can maybe do better, please, because we were on an up streak. The current price for turnips is 129 bells per turnip. So we went up literally 1 bell per turnip from Friday morning. It's still not enough. So I decided to wait and not sell my turnips. I'd gotten a message on Sezurbia when I loaded into Sezurbia on Friday morning that someone was at Sezurbia that I would like to visit from Sezurbia. So I decided to go and visit Sezurbia and see who was on the island. I knew who was on the island. You're gonna find out who was on the island. I also had some recipes and things that I wanted to bring back from Sezurbia as well. So who was on Sezurbia on Friday afternoon? Red. Red was on Sezurbia on Friday afternoon, and I stopped in to go and see if I could get some more artwork from Red, and I'm just grabbing my little journal out so I can tell you what's going on with this wistful painting here. As always, we take a closer look at all of the artwork. So the fake for the wistful painting says a star earring or eyes closed. We can see she has her eyes open, but she does have a star earring in her ear, which means this one is a fake. So definitely not buying that one. The next one that was on offer was the detailed painting, and as always, like I just said, we take a closer look. So the detailed fake says purple flowers. Those are pretty clearly purple flowers. So this one is also a fake article. So the next one is the common painting. So let's take a closer look at the common painting. Now the common painting is actually always genuine. So I knew this one was a good option if maybe the statue wasn't a good option. But with that being said, let's just take a look at the statue first. It is the ancient statue. So the fake ancient statue has antennas on its head, and we can pretty clearly see that there's 2 antennas on its head. So this one is also a fake, meaning there is only one genuine option on Red's ship today, and you bet I bought it. It unfortunately is one that is always genuine, but hey, at least there was one option that was genuine, right? For only 4,980 bells, this magnificent common painting is yours, and I said, yes, sold. Ha, you're not going to regret this. I'll just take those bells from you. I know I won't regret it. It's all good. Yep, it's all there. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of a common painting. Been a pleasure doing business with you, cousin. I'll get your art packed up and shipped out tomorrow. Thank you ever so much, Red. Pleasure doing business with you over here on Sezurbia. But while I was here, like I said, I had a lot of recipes here that I wanted to learn myself for us on Sezurbia. So I went through and I learnt all of those recipes. I'm going to show you a little glimpse of some of what those recipes are right now. So we learnt this plain wooden shop sign, which I would love to use at the front of my villagers' houses and even our house, just to say who is living there. I have done that on Sezurbia. I love doing that. We've also got the Western style stone, which is like a grave stone. We're definitely going to be using that on Sezurbia as well, right? We've got a couple of my favorite things. We've got a lot of the ironwood pieces here. here. There's still more of the Ironwood set, but these are just extra recipes that I had on Seztopia to be able to give myself. Also some other things like the terrarium and the hanging terrarium. I love those things. They're two of my favorite craftables. I use them for like birthday presents as well. We also have the ruined arch and the ruined decorated pillar, which you actually do get the recipes for from doing Cap'n Islands, but I just had extra recipes, so I decided to just teach myself, right? So those are some of the recipes that I learnt, and then I picked up some extra little furniture bits and bobs that I had on Seztopia that I wanted to give to us on Sezurbia, and you can see Sezrawrr from Seztopia is clapping her little heart out. Very excited that we're taking all of these things, right? So cute. So once I filled my pockets, we said goodbye to Pastel Sezrawrr and we headed on home. And once we got home and offloaded all of our things, we then spoke to Label, who said, oh, we meet again. You know, there's still so much to learn about design here on Seztopia. The challenge that she wanted to give me today was, now I'd like you to show me a work outfit. I don't have that kind of stuff in my pockets anyway. Try something professional like a suit. The clothes a chef or doctor would wear works too. I have none of that. I'll give you some work clothing so you have an idea of the look I'm going for. Thank goodness for that, because I would not have anything that would work. There you go, it's a tuxedo jacket. And that's not what I was expecting her to say. But anyway, this is the tuxedo jacket that she gave us. And once I saw that, I decided to put this outfit together. It is a different tuxedo jacket. It's probably the best I was going to be able to come up with the top hat and everything. And I think we look cute as hell. Yes, this is what I mean when I say I'm looking for a work style. Thank goodness for that, Label. I literally had nothing else. What a superb combination of pieces. You've expressed the theme beautifully. I'm really glad she thinks so, because I didn't think that was going to be the case. I've learned so much. Thank you. I'm going to send a thank you gift to your home. Remember to use tailor's tickets at the tailor shop, okay? I probably won't. Anyway, and please take this too. I made it with my own 2 paws, and this is a big deal because this means that we did a really good job with the outfit that we put together. So Label has just gifted us a label coat, you see. I hope you like the look. It's a design from my fashion label. Amazing. I mean, my label is new, so it's not famous yet. It's called Label, or Label. I used to go by that name when I first set out to be a designer. But these days I'm using my real name, Label, while Label lives on in my, fashion label. Oh, I hope that's not too confusing. It is a little bit. It's fine. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you for being so very helpful. You're very welcome, Label, and thank you for the coat. So then I went and spoke to all of our villagers, and I'm not going to show you everyone, but I had an interesting conversation with Huck, one that surprised me. Okay, so, well, if it isn't Sezrawrr, welcome to Shay Huck. I said, let's chat. I suppose if I had to categorize myself as a musical artist, I'd say I'm mostly into heavy metal. I was not expecting that at all, my friends. I have been judging a book by its cover and I should not have done that, but I'm also really well known in mambo circles. There's even a book that was basically based on me. You go, Huck. Oh, I hate labels as much as anyone, but you know, I've been putting out heavy metal albums for years. Who'd have known? Not me. Love Huck a little bit more now. I guess that makes me a heavy metal superstar. Go figure, Hopper. Yeah, go figure indeed. I was shocked. I had no idea. Anyway, with that being said, the last thing that I did on Friday afternoon was get the money spot sorted with a new money tree so that would be all good there. My shovel broke as well, so I had to make a new shovel. Anyway, it's all good. I changed my clothes back as well while I made a new shovel, and that is it for Friday afternoon. But now we've got to check in with Saturday morning because I filmed some main channel videos this morning and I did check the turnip prices this morning. So let's see what was going on with turnips for Saturday morning. Okay, here I am for the morning, Saturday morning, but I don't have time to do anything this morning except check the turnip prices, which is why we're here. Getting concerned about the turnip prices because I've only got this price this morning and then tonight's price. Anyway, here we are with Miss Isabel. Good morning, everyone. Right now on Sezurbia, it's 8:53 a.m. on Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. I have an event announcement to share today, okay? Now that it's late November, spring is really starting to bloom. Well, actually, it's kind of getting close to summer. Anyway, don't you just love to see the new growth? I mean, yeah, it's spring, but it's been spring for a minute. Anyway, oh, speaking of spring, we'll be celebrating Turkey Day on November 27th this year. Okay, Turkey Day, when is that? Thursday. Okay, that's gonna be part of next episode. We're gonna have Turkey Day, okay? We've invited a world-class chef to come cook for us in the plaza to help celebrate. I hope you can make it. I will do my best, right? That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Turkey Day. I always forget about that because we don't have Thanksgiving in Australia. So I just always forget that it's a thing, right? Anyway, all good. Here we are. I literally only have time to go and check turnips right now. Let's do that. Hopefully we're gonna have a really good price somewhere. Would be so good. Getting concerned. I just seem to be getting all of the really bad prices this week. And not just this week, just in general. Where are all of my good prices? Like, where are the above 200 bells per turnip prices? Where are they? Let's see what's going on with the turnips this morning. What? What the hell is that? Can you see why I'm getting concerned? I literally only have one more price on Sezurbia. Sorry, on Sezurbia, that means. And that's tonight's price, but we're going to quickly check what's going on Sezurbia. We might be selling on Sezurbia again, just like we did half last week. We might be selling all of them this week. Let's see what the price is. Why am I getting all of the bad prices? Where are the good prices? Am I in the random pattern on both islands this week? How unfortunate for me. I'm not selling. Oh my God. But then, because we're not even breaking even at this point. It's the most, I'm so frustrated because it's the most turnips I've ever bought, the most amount of money I've ever spent, and we're not going to break even. I guess I'm going to wait and see what tonight's prices are. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, that's all the time I've got for Animal Crossing this morning. So I guess let's find out what the turnip prices are doing tonight. And you guys, like, I am scared. I am, because like I mentioned just before, I didn't sell turnips this morning. I have one price left. I mean, on 2 islands technically, right? But only one price left on 2 islands. I have to sell my turnips tonight, regardless of whether it's a good price or not. I have to sell. I'm just getting Pastel Sezrawrr to run to her store to see what's going on. It means we might be going on a trip to Sezurbia yet. But I've just remembered something as well, something else that's very exciting, and that is if we head up to the plaza really quick, it's Saturday night. So KK Slider is here to play a show. We can totally check that out, but I just really quickly need to check what's going on with the turnips, right? I just need to know. I'm just... At this point, I'm kind of geared up for a loss, which is a shame that I bought the most turnips, and to be at a loss with them would be really bad, but that's just what I'm expecting, right? I'm not expecting any kind of good prices. Whichever price is higher, we're going to sell for, right? So let's see what's going on for turnip prices. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we've got profit, okay, that's amazing. Thank you for at least giving me some kind of profit. Oh my God. 119 bells, I really was not expecting to see that, but we are still going to check what the turnip prices are on Sezurbia, who knows. We very clearly have had the random trend on both islands this week, like I mentioned this morning, right? But let's see what's going on over here on Sezurbia. I need to check what's going on here. Okay, it's fine. We're just going to sell on Sezurbia. It's all good, my friends, because we've got profit on Sezurbia. Thank goodness for that. What a relief. I was so scared that we were going to lose thousands of bells, right? Anyway, let me just switch back over to Sezurbia, switch, and get to work saving and leaving Sezurbia switch. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let me just run home and grab all of my turnips, okay? My God. I'm going to do the math on this, by the way, as well. I'm going to do the math. We spent 450,000 bells on turnips, so we're going to do the math and see exactly how much profit we made before we go and check out the Nook Miles, right? I'm hoping, I don't think with this one we're going to make it to the next level, though. I don't think the price is high enough, but that's just crazy. So the highest price I had this week for turnips was like 137 bells per turnip. That's insanely low in regards to profits. Oh, I do also have some songs and stuff. Maybe I'm just going to offload everything from my pockets outside. As it is, I'm not going to be able to fit all 5,000, turnips in my pockets. I'm going to have to come back and get more, but let me just offload my pockets so I can take the most that I can take with me, right? I didn't mean to place it. I just meant to drop it. But I did get those 2 songs. I don't know if you will have seen it in the footage, but I got those 2 songs from Sezurbia, right? I'm being very trusting, leaving my bells out on the ground here, right? It's fine. No one's going to steal my bells, okay? No one better steal my bells. I'm just so relieved. So relieved. Like, honestly, I would have even taken 90 bells to break even. Would have been fine. But to have profit is so good. That's just such a relief. So this week wasn't a waste because I was really thinking we were going to have a loss and that this week would have been a waste. And that's not what I want, because I mentioned a couple of episodes ago that I'm trying to see how much profit I can make from the stock market in 7 weeks. And we're nearly done with that 7 weeks, actually. So it's not gone as well as I would have hoped, but that is partially my fault because I have played the stock market very cautiously so far. This week was my first big week where I was venturing out and it did not pay off. I mean, it's going to pay off the tiniest little bit, but it did not pay off like I was really hoping that it would. So I guess there's always next week, right? I just want the good prices. I know that you can get prices up to 600 bells per turnip, right? I've never had it happen to me before, but I know that it's possible. I've seen other people get that. I want that, right? Give me the money. I need it and I want it. But speaking of which, we are doing pretty well for bells right now before selling the turnips. We are at just over 200,000 bells, right? Before selling turnips. So I think I'm going to pay off a bit more of the loan tonight. We'll see what happens. But first things first, let's go sell these turnips. I'm just getting my calculator up and ready so I can accurately show how many bells we will be getting for these turnips, right? Sorry, I walked into a rock. I wasn't looking. I was looking at my the shared switch to get out of the game. All right. Let's see what's going on with these prices. I mean, I know what's going on with the prices. How much are you going to give me for these turnips? I am offering lots of turnips. Here we go. These are 4,000 turnips right here. Let's see. How much are you going to give me for them? Okay, so straight away, just with that, we have already made 26,000 bells profit just on those 4,000 bells. You see what I mean? We're not going to make a great amount of profit. We've only got 1,000 more turnips to sell. So it's not going to be a great amount of profit, but it is going to be profit nonetheless. I'm going to say sold to that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved that we've got at least a little bit of profit. All right. Let's go and grab those other 1,000. Also, I'll put everything back in my pockets now. I spent so much time putting it all down. I'm just going to pick it all right back up again, right? It's all good. Maybe I won't pay off some of the loan tonight. Maybe that should wait until I buy more turnips tomorrow. Depending on what the prices are, I might buy 5,000 turnips again. If they're low enough prices. And we'll give it another good risky try this week, right? This is why I hate the stock market though. I just need to get these Nook Miles goals done. And as soon as we complete the stock market Nook Miles goals, I won't be playing the stock market anymore. I cannot stand the stock market. It drives me absolutely crazy. It's too much stress. Too much stress that I don't need, right? I don't need that stress. Right, so after selling these turnips, we are going to go to a KK concert. So exciting, my friends. Our first KK concert aside from the one that we had the day after getting 3 stars. I'm really excited for that. All right. Let's see. How much can we sell the last 1,000 turnips for? All right, here we go. Okay, another 119,000. So overall, we made 145,000 bells profit this week. It could have been a lot worse. I will take it, right? Profit is profit. That's something. Let me just have a look at where we're at in the cornering the stock market Nook Miles goal. I don't think we're going to be quite close to 1 million yet, which is the next level. I thought we were going to be a little bit closer than that, though. I thought we were going to be at like 700,000. It's really a shame that this week was such a dud. But like I said, profit's profit. At least we made some profit, right? Anyway, with that being said, well, did I have any Nook Miles Plus to buy stuff? No, just sell a hot item, and it's one that I do need to do because it's got the 5 times multiplier on it, so we could get 1,000 Nook Miles for that. That'd pay for a trip with Cap'n, right? So let's see what's hot today. A tension pole rack and an ironwood dresser. Okay. I can do one of them, that's fine. But first things first, we are going to go to a KK show, my friends. Let's do it. I'm so excited. And he's so cool. Just for those of you that aren't familiar with Animal Crossing, you're going to get to know KK a little bit more. I love this dog so much. I've said it so often, but I do. He's such a sweetie pie. And look, we have Genji, Pashmina, and Bluebird here. And Blue Bear. Sorry, not Bluebird, Blue Bear. But let's talk to KK. I know that face. KK knows my face. You've caught my act before, am I right? I sure have. You in the mood for a song tonight? I sure am. Let's hear it. Cool, cool. Any requests? No. I can dial up an old favorite, or you can just tell me how you're feeling and I'll groove on it. I'm just going to leave it up to him, right? We can request songs, we can do the mood, but I'm just going to leave it up to him because at the end of this show, he's going to give us the song that he played, and I'm really going to I'm kind of hoping it's going to be one that I don't already have. I'll leave it up to you. Let's just see. Dealer's choice, huh? Cool. I've got a slick one for you. Take a seat and we'll jam. We absolutely will. I'm going to take a seat next to Genji because I feel like it's the best seat in the house. Right on. I'm tuned up and ready to roll. Who's in the mood for a little KK Safari? We don't have KK Safari, so let's have a listen, my friends. See what this song's all about. We've got glow sticks, except for me. I don't have glow stick. My bad. I didn't get the glow stick memo. I love his awoos. Oh, look, Pashmina and Genji and Blue Bear are all just vibing right now. So a little interesting thing about going to the KK shows and having him perform songs like this, they sound different to when you're listening to them on the radios in your house. Like when you're listening to them on the radios, it's not actually KK singing like this. It's different. That's why I really like the shows. I think they're fun. And there's some songs that I actually prefer hearing him sing like this, and then there's some songs that I prefer on the radio style as well. It's interesting. And again, we are seeing the credits for everyone who had a part in making Animal Crossing New Horizons. I do still think it's a really good idea to show it off this way, right? Very clever. Fire, KK, you're killing it. Well done, KK. You absolutely crushed that. I love it. So we have to go to 100 KK concerts total to get all of the Nook Miles for KK shows. We've just done our second KK show. Right on, man. Why don't you give your pockets a glance? I slipped you a boot of the show. Thank you so much, KK. That was like unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial in my direction. Thank you for coming to Sezurbia, our little town. Oh, a balloon. I just got so easily distracted, right? Where's my slingshot? Let me get that balloon. I think the blue ones can be resources. It can also be other things, but more often than not, I've had resources in the blue balloons. Clay. Love that. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, let's go home. We need to check the mail. I need to register these songs, including KK Safari. We can hear what it sounds like on the radio version compared to what we just heard, right? So let's go do that. And then I need to chat to all of the villagers to make sure that's done. And then we're going to get started with catching a fish, hopefully, and maybe catching a scorpion. I feel like maybe our island is too built up for scorpions, though. Like I said, I've never seen a scorpion yet in scorpion season. I have seen tarantulas, though, in tarantula season, so I don't know what the deal is with that. It's just we are in scorpion time. It's 7:20 at night. Oh, all of the things. Let's check the mail. Nook Inc. says, in celebration of KK Slider's concert on Sezurbia, several new Miles Redemption items are now available. Visit the Nook Stop to see what's new. Okay, we will most definitely do that. Harvey, oh my god, I just didn't even register that name until I got in here. Oh my god. This is what I've been waiting for. Harv's Island's gonna be opening up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hey, sezrawrr, how's Island life been treating you? Groovy? Me too. There's a little something I want to tell you about it, though. I'll be waiting here on Harv's Island. I have so many things that I need to do now that we have a 3-star island. Because I already know Blathers wants to speak to us as well. I haven't spoken to him yet. Big changes are coming for us, my friends. I'm so excited. It's just like, what do I do first, though, is the thing, right? Anyway, first, my priorities tonight are catching the golden trout and hopefully a scorpion. Anyway, Blue Bear sent us a present saying, guess what, sezrawrr? Sometimes if I'm feeling lonely or scared of vampires, I'll sleep with a stuffed toy. Look, sometimes I get scared of vampires too, unless they're Caleb Fator. Anyway, so if you ever freak out about floor vampires, grab a fluffy buddy and sleep tight. Your fluffinista Blue Bear. She gave us a toy that's so cute. What did Barrel say in his letter? Hi, I like sending postcards to friends. Should I write more? Maybe next time. Thank you so much, Barrel. Label gave us some Taylor's tickets. Thank you for the other day. I have sent you a Taylor's ticket to show my appreciation. You can exchange it for an item that's 3,000 bells or less at the tailor shop. Be sure to use it. Thank you so much, Label. We got the piece of art from Jolly Reds. Dear sezrawrr, our Jolly Reds treasure trawler, we know you want quality. That's why we're so pleased you took the time to visit our Seztopia anchorage and buy this common painting. All sales final. We can donate that to Blathers. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Fred. And then we got a letter from Pashmina who says, so sezrawrr, things haven't been too rosy for me lately. Oh, but you don't see me moping over it. I don't. I wouldn't have even known that something was wrong. That's because I'm thankful even for the bad times. You take all that stuff and use it for fertilizer, then see what blooms. She's a wise one. Wise old Pashmina. I love her. I do really like Pashmina. I want her to stick around for a little while. She's pretty cool. It's like we're kindred spirits. I mentioned it the other day. It's just a shame that she's not aesthetically more my vibe because we are such kindred spirits in every other way. Anyway, Papa Bear is what we got from Blue Bear. Oh my god, he's gigantic. Blue Bear, thank you so much. Okay, what do we get in this one? Is this the art piece? No, it's the Taylor's ticket. This is the art piece, the common painting that we can donate. But first things first, let's go and register the songs in our inventory. Then maybe we'll go and donate the common painting. Then we'll chat to all of our villagers. Then we'll get to fishing. Okay, let me just put the Taylor's ticket, the Papa Bear, the clay in storage. I'm going to drop all of my bells here, because I don't need to bring them with me as I'm fishing, right? And I'm just trying to prepare to have lots of space. Also, I got some more of the cute little picket fencing that we've been using from Seztopia as well. So I have heaps of that left now. Fantastic. Drop all this stuff. All of our bells here. Beautiful. We'll even get some more tonight because I haven't done money spot yet today. And I'm just going to get my fishing rods and put them all in prime position. And I'll keep a slingshot on us. I'm going to need a ladder probably. And I'm also going to need my pole vault probably as well. So I'll keep them on me. A shovel because I'm going to need to find the money spot. And my net in case we come across a scorpion. And I'm going to need my big axe to cut down trees when we find the money spot. But everything else Everything else I can put in storage, right? Which really is just going to be our umbrella and our watering cans. Let's put them all in storage for the minute. We are about to register the songs and we'll donate the painting. So just trying to clear as much space in my pockets as possible, right? So let's have a listen. We'll start with KK Safari, which is the song that we just heard KK perform. So let's have a listen to this one on the radio version. See what I mean? It just doesn't quite have the same charm as when KK's singing it. Like, it's still cool, but there's something about KK singing it that's just a little bit cooler. Anyway, it's not sort of my vibe, but let's have a listen to the other two that I've got here, which are Bubblegum KK, which I would argue is the most popular KK Slider song ever. And then we've got KK Lovers, which is one of my favorites. So let's start with Bubblegum KK. You may have even heard it before if you're not familiar with Animal Crossing. You may have heard it before. It's very cute. But it's not sort of my vibe. Let's have a listen to KK Lovers, though. I love this song so much. I like both versions, the radio and KK singing it. I love it. But I'm going to keep KK Robot Synth because I love KK Robot Synth just a little bit more. It's such a vibe. Anyway, that is the 3 songs registered. Let's go and donate this painting to Blathers. I just realized I should have kept more things, put more things in my pockets. I need to go back in and put more things in my pockets. I'm so sorry. It's just that in order to catch the golden trout, I've got a lot of bait. And we're just going to need to use the bait. So I need to put all of the bait in my pockets, right? I made 70 bait. So let's put all 70 bait in my pockets, right? And also, I think I've got 3 fishing rods. I'm going to need to make more straight away. So I'm just going to grab some tree branches as well. I can make 6 with that lot of tree branches. So I'll make another 6 fishing rods. If I use them tonight, I use them tonight. If I don't, I don't. It's all good, my friends. Although that's going to take up a lot of storage, though. It's fine. I'll work it out, my friends. Let's just craft these really quickly. And then I promise we'll get on the way towards fishing, right? I know also that this is going to be the 2nd episode since we got 3-Star Island. And I haven't done any terraforming or anything yet. I promise that's going to be coming. I would like for that to be done during a day episode though, or start terraforming during a day episode. Just because it's easier to kind of see what's going on during the day, and it's just sort of a daytime activity for me, right? And there's so much stuff that I need to do. Like I need to talk to Blathers. We're probably actually going to talk to Blathers right now about what he wants because I need to donate the painting to him anyway. He's going to give us a quest, my friends. I'm not sure I'm going to go on that quest tonight, but he's going to give us a quest. It's pretty exciting, really. And then we've got to go to Harv's Islands. I can hear shooting stars. Is Celeste here tonight? That would be amazing. Just make a couple wishes, my friends. Let's just make a couple wishes. So I can get some star fragments washing up on the beach tomorrow when I load in to buy turnips. Bam. Okay, no more shooting stars. Oh, as soon as I put my head down, more shooting stars. Oh, but now I'm not sure if I should donate this painting to Blathers now because I'm not quite ready to start on his quest that he wants us to do yet. So maybe I'll leave the painting until I'm ready to have that conversation with Blathers. So it's all good. We're going to leave that go for tonight. It's exciting though. The quest that he wants us to go on is really cool. It opens up another little part of the museum, which is cool. Anyway, we're going to Let's just hang it on the wall, okay? I'll just hang it on the wall above this plant and remind me. You won't be able to remind me that I need to donate that when I'm ready to, okay? Now we need to go and talk to our villagers. Oh, I was supposed to make a hot item of the day. Look, I don't know. We might leave Nook Miles goals for the minute. If we have a really successful night catching all that we need to catch, then I'll probably be able to do some Nook Miles goals, right? But I need to just chat to everyone. We've got Pashmina, Genji, and Blue Bear right here. Yo, Sezrawrr, how you doing, kiddies? Let's talk to Pashmina. It's probably the weather, but wow, I feel like a million bells today, kiddies. Could also be that you're having a concert with KK Slider. He just goes through a rotation of songs. It's so good. Genji, sup Sezrawrr, you're looking pumped, Mochi. I just went to a KK Slider show. It's great. I want to chat. I know that look. You want to do patrol jogs with me, don't you? Anytime you want, Mochi. I really don't. There is nothing that I want less, actually. Hi, Sezrawrr. Today is totally a great day. It sure is, Blue Bear. Let's talk. I love all the amazing discoveries I make on my walks, like cute flowers and places to hide things. No worries. Let's go and see if Huck is at home. Huck is at home. Huck's been at home a lot lately. I've seen him more at home than out and about recently. That's okay. I'm a bit of a homebody myself, honestly. Alright, Huck, what's going on with you, my heavy metal loving guy, who I didn't realise, and maybe I want you to hang around a little bit more because of it. Yes, I'm glad you came to visit. Let's chat. Whoa, what's the occasion? You're looking sharp. Thank you, Huck. That's very sweet of you to say. You know what? My tube socks would look amazing on you. Thanks. Let's have a look, shall we? Look, I'm probably going to sell them. But thank you. Boom, now we're fused together by fashion. Ha-ha. Thanks ever so much, Huck. It's fine. So, now I've got to speak to Rolf. I've got to speak to Matilda, Barreled, and Savannah. Okay. I can see Matilda's over there. Let's see if Barreled's at home. Barreled is at home. Let's knock on his door. Alright, Barreled, what's up, my friend? Hey, Sezrawrr, it's nice of you to visit, Cubby. Let's talk. Guess what? The happiest, snackiest day of the whole year is coming, Turkey Day. We didn't get notified of that, did we? Did we this morning? Yes, we did. Okay, I remember. It's all good. Yes, Turkey Day. We might... I don't know if we're going to have a whole episode around Turkey Day. It might just be a special part that gets included in next episode, okay? I'm not sure. Turkey Day's still too far away. It's too hard to plan my episodes in advance, right? Okay, so on Turkey Day, there's a feast where everyone brings food, and hang on, everyone includes me. Yes, everyone does include you. You have to bring food too, not just eat it, Barreled. So that means I need to bring food too? Oh man, I got some serious thinking to do, Cubby. Yeah, my guy. It's all good. I'm sure you'll bring the tastiest snack that there is. All right. Let's see. We know Matilda's up and outside her house. Let's go and have a chat to her. Also keeping an eye out to see if I see any scorpions on the ground. Would be super nice. Anytime you want, Scorpion, I'm ready for you. Sezrawrr, what a pleasure it is to see you today, wee baby. What's the latest, Matilda? What a peaceful evening this is. If only this lovely day could go on, wee baby. You're so sweet. I still don't know if your Joey has a name. It probably doesn't. I don't know what I would call your baby Joey. Maybe Joey. I don't know. Anyway, Savannah is at home. Let's chat to Savannah. Ooh, what are you making, Savannah? It's nice of you to stop by, but I'm kind of preoccupied just now. What are you making? I'm currently crafting a floral swag just to see how I do at it. DIY is a great way to learn by doing. I'm totally obsessed with it. That's fabulous. Sezrawrr, want to learn how to make your own floral swag? I think I'm going to pass on that one. Doesn't sort of sound like something I'm going to want to learn. You get back to it, Savannah. Thanks for the chat. I love your piano, by the way. It's gorgeous. I don't know if I want music stuff in this house. I have a music room in Sezurbia, if you'll remember from the tour of Sezurbia. But oh, money spot. I'm just not sure if I want to do a music room in this house. I'm not fully sure what the plan for this house here is going to be. I have like a little bit of an idea, but I don't know if there's going to be enough furniture for me to be able to do my little bit of an idea. So we're just going to have to wait and see, right? Anyway, 10,000 bells in the hole, please. And let's get that money tree out of the ground. This is good. This means I'll be able to drop off some stuff at home. some more stuff at home to clear up more space in my pockets. The only villager we've got to speak to now is Rolf, so we will go and do that in just a moment. Let me just run over to where we're going to offload this money tree. It's going to be over here, and get some more bells from this one as well. Nice. There we go, very good. Let's chop down this one. Very good. I'm glad we were able to do money spot before we went fishing because, like I said, I can put all my shovel and my axe back, right? All good. There we go. Plant that money tree. You can't even see it behind the other one. That's fine. Get all of this wood. Let's run all of that home. We'll go talk to Rolf and then we'll go fishing, okay? Also, maybe we should have a quick look at the crops and the flower breeding because there was a flower that I noticed last night had been bred. I was trying to find the words. I'm so sorry. It was with the white roses. I couldn't tell. It was like where the white roses and the red roses meet. So I don't know if it's a purple rose or if it's a black rose. It's probably a purple rose though, right? I think purple are more common than black ones. So I can put my wetsuit in storage as well because I'm not going to need that. And then I guess let's just put... I'm sorry. You guys know I'm a bit of a... I'm just a bit of pedantic when it comes to organizing my pockets, right? Again, I couldn't find the words. I'm so sorry. But I just need to put all of my fishing rods up in the same area. It's all good. I will do that. It's fine. I'm just being pedantic. Okay, so we can fit 20 fish in our pockets. I'm happy with that. Let's go. Speak to Rolf first. That's priority so that we can get one step closer to talking to our residents for 50 days straight. All right, Rolf lives over this way. Let's hope he's at home, right? He's not. I know you're not. Where are you, Rolf? Are you at... You're not at the... Oh, maybe he has gone to the store. He could be at Able Sisters as well, or he could be in the museum. He also could be wandering in the cliffs because I haven't been up that way yet. But let's just check if he's at Able Sisters. We can also check... We can also speak to Sable while we're here, right? Okay. Ah, here's Rolf. Fantastic. I don't have to go on a hunt. It's all good. Hey there. Welcome to Able Sisters, where we sell fashions made lovingly by Claw. Thank you so much, Mabel. Let's talk to Rolf first so I can get that done. This design's by someone. So it came here all the way from any isle. Grolf. No worries. Hi, Sable. Oh, hello, sezrawrr. You seem pretty chipper. So do you, Sable. You're always making the effort to stop by, and I can't so much as offer you a cup of tea. I'm sorry. My girl, do not worry. You are such a busy bee. I totally understand. I'm just glad that you're talking to me. If we had just one more pair of claws around here to help out, I might be able to chat more. That's sad. Because I think that, like, they would have with Label, but she's busy with Label, and that's, like, of course, you want Label to do well. But it means that Sable is just... has a mountain of workload. And that's sad. Anyway, there's no solution to the problem. I'm really sorry, Sable. Oh, not this again. Come on, Sable. You gotta stop torturing yourself like this. I do agree, but Mabel, maybe be a little bit easier on her. Our sister Label went out into the world to pursue her dream of being a big-time designer. And we promised her we'd work like hedgehogs to take care of the shop while she's gone. Remember, sis? That is true, but that doesn't mean that it's not hard. Mabel? A little bit of understanding, considering you're just the one that's like the people person and Sable's the one that's doing all the work. Anyway, how could I forget when I've got you? But you're right, Mabes. I'll get my head out of the clouds. You don't need to, Sable. Keep it up there as long as you like. That said, sezrawrr, I can't offer sparkling conversation, but I hope you'll keep stopping by anyway. I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty sparkling conversation tonight. The most that Sable has ever spoken to us. I love that. Oh, that's really sweet. Anyway, while we're here, let's just see if there's anything that I want to buy. I may as well just check, right? Alright. So this is Label's coat, Label's coat. I think we got it in this color. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to press that one. Or we got it in this color. I can't remember. It's pretty cute, right? It would be cuter in black. That fits our vibe. more, but I'm not sure that I want to buy it. Sorry. Label. Anyway, this tailcoat is pretty cute, but I've got my own tuxedo jacket and I've got a couple of other things. I bought this skirt the other day, this kilt the other day, so I don't need that. A leather mask. Wow. Anyway, I don't think I need that either, so I don't need anything. But hey, that looks pretty cute actually, that little outfit. Anyway, it's fine. I love my outfit, and I love the outfits that I have at home waiting to be worn as well. With that being said, we've spoken to all of our villagers. Now we can go fishing. Okay? So I did a little bit of research while I was making my bait and making some fishing rods. I did a little bit of research on the golden trout, because that is the fish that we are trying to catch before the end of November, and considering it is the 22nd of November today, my days are running out. So I've seen some people say that they've had more luck catching it in these clifftop rivers more than the little ponds at the top of the waterfalls. But then I've seen some people say they had more luck in the top waterfalls than they did anywhere else. I'm going to catch this fish because it is a medium shadow, and that is the size that we need, right? For the golden trout. Let's just see what this one's going to be. Shut up! I can't believe it right now. Yes, I caught a golden trout. But the real treasure of friendship, it's the first fish of the night. And it's the golden trout. Thank you. Thank you, universe, for looking after me like that. My God, I didn't need any bait. That's absolutely wild. Let me just update my list really quick. That is absolutely crazy. I am so happy right now. All right, we have officially caught everything that we need to catch for November then. That is so good. Alright, so with that being said, let me just move away from the waterfall so that we can get a little bit better sound without the water splashing in our ears, right? Well, I tell you what else we could potentially catch tonight. So, I mean, the scorpion is the only bug that's available at this time of night that we can catch right now that we haven't already caught before, right? When it comes to fish, we could catch... I mean, we have the possibility of catching the giant Trevally and the Mahi-Mahi from the pier. I do have bait. I could give that a try. Or we could catch a catfish from the pond. I haven't caught a catfish yet, so we could do that. Maybe I can do that. I just still can't believe it was the first fish. That is insane. Here I was, gearing up for a hard night, right? Wild. So good. Also, let's just descend here actually, because I want to show you. You haven't seen the fruit trees and the bamboo trees all grown yet, so let's check out that area. We have our carrots and our wheat here, as you can see, all grown. I'm not going to pick them yet. I'm not ready to just yet. Here we have some cherry trees. We have our oranges, our peaches. We've got our pears off to the side. Our apples here. For some reason, this one didn't grow apples though. It is an apple tree, but it didn't grow apples. I don't know. Maybe I just planted it too close together. I'm not sure. Anyway, over here we have our bamboo trees. They look pretty cute like this, and walking through them looks pretty cute, but I don't think I'm going to do anything with them. That's a big shadow in the pond right now. Could you imagine if I just caught a catfish immediately as well? I mean, it's not like the catfish are particularly rare or anything, but it would just be like the best news ever if I could catch a catfish right now. I would be having an even better night than I already was, with being able to sell our turnips for profit and catching the golden trout immediately. Wow. What a night. Jeez, off the bat scared me. It's a catfish. I'm having a great night. Yes, I caught a catfish. I'm more of a dogfish person. I'm not. I'm a catfish person because it was the first one from the pond. That's so good. So that is the only pond fish that we can catch tonight at this time. As a matter of fact, it's the only pond... No, hold on. It is just the only pond fish we can catch at this time of day at the moment. The rest are all available 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. So that's fine. I cannot believe it. The only thing that could make this absolutely even more incredible than it already is if we were able to catch a scorpion. Okay, I really would love to catch a scorpion. I just cannot believe this is happening. Anyway, over here we have some of the extra flowers that I planted just to try and get us to a 3-star island. So they're ones that I don't really want to breed. I just needed to plant something, right? I hear a balloon, so let me just get... Oh, I do have my slingshot. Thank you. I did keep my slingshot. I just cannot believe my luck tonight. Is that a purple rose? I can't tell. You're seeing what I mean, right? Over by the white roses, but it could be a black rose because it's also in sort of the breeding area of the red roses. I don't know. This balloon is coming this way, right? Oh, it's back there. Okay, well, I need to wait. I'm going to need to wait a while because unless I can shoot it down. Is that going to be in this spot or will it go in the pond if I shoot it down from here, though? Maybe I'll wait until it's over the other side of the pond. Let's have a look at what this rose is. If it's a black rose, I can't look at what it is because I don't have my shovel on me. Also, we've got heaps of extra tulips that have grown. We've got an extra of the Cosmo buds that have grown. Okay, I'm going to need to grab a shovel and come back because I need to see if that's black roses or not. If we've got our first black flower, I'm going to be even more stoked than I already am. And this is going to be one of the best Animal Crossing nights ever, right? Wow. I just cannot believe my luck. It's like the game is apologizing to me for having such a bad turnip run, right? Anyway, let's see what's in this balloon. A freezer. I think I've already got one, actually, from a balloon. I don't know. I'm just going to have a look around. Hopefully we can find a scorpion maybe if we take the long way home. Let's just ascend the cliffs. Also, I kind of wanted to see if Celeste was around because we've got shooting stars. And shooting stars doesn't always mean that Celeste is here. But Celeste will only be here when there's shooting stars, right? I haven't seen her up in the top cliffs over here. I still cannot believe. I cannot believe. The first fish of the night. That was insanely lucky. Anyway, let's just see. We'll make our way slowly. Take the long way home. See if we can't find ourselves a scorpion. I mean, I could use a Nook Miles ticket and go to an island and see if there's a scorpion on another island, but I don't really want to waste my Nook Miles at the moment. Because once I start terraforming and I start, like the first thing I want to do with terraforming is work out where I'm going to be putting all of our villagers' houses. That's the first thing I want to do with terraforming and working out that area, right? Before we even work out where my house is going to go, right? Like I want to get them sorted first. And then once I get their houses moved, then I can put down the last 2 remaining plots that we can have and go villager hunting. I'm just making sure that there's not any kind of scorpion over this way or up. No, no scorpion. It's just weird. I have not seen one. It's just very strange. I don't know. Anyway, let's just... I need to grab my shovel. That's why I came home, I remember. Also, I am just going to offload the golden trout and the catfish outside. And I'm going to grab the painting from up here as well. And offload it outside so I know that they're to be downloaded. I always go to say downloaded. I meant donated to Blathers. Okay, let's put our fan palm back. Cool. Let's grab from storage our shovel. We can even grab the axes and stuff and our watering cans as well because I'm going to need to water the flowers. I cannot believe Alec. Oh, I should have also grabbed the wetsuit because maybe we could go diving as well tonight because Could you imagine if we were also able to get the Giga's giant clam? That's the only other creature that's available. Well, it's the only creature that's available in the ocean, sea creature wise, to catch at this time of day. It's very large, very fast, very rare. I know that. But could you imagine? That would just be incredible. So I am going to get my wetsuit. Maybe we'll do just one round of the island. Just because things are going really well. And maybe we're just going to continue on that luck streak, right? Where's my wetsuit? Is it in clothing? I went the long way to clothing. I've got too many things to look at. I feel like I need to... Yes, okay. I need to put my head back so I can look at everything. Okay, got my wetsuit. My freezer I can put away. The weeds I can put away. I'm going to hold on to my bait because we might do some pier fishing yet to see if we can catch the Mahi-Mahi and the giant Trevally. Again, could you imagine if we did? That would be just truly amazing, right? But let's go and drop off these two fish outside. I still can't believe it. I still am just in absolute shock. Here I was with my list of talking points so that I could talk to you about more stuff, and I haven't needed to because I really thought we were in it for the long haul. Amazing. Let's place that item. Can I place the golden trout on top? Yes. Cool, cool, cool. And I'm just going to drop off the little common painting next to it. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to go and check out what that rose is. See if it is... I built like 6 extra fishing rods. We'll use them eventually, right? It's all good. No, you know what? I am going to go this way. You just never know where there might be a scorpion, right? I'll go up the stairs as well. Nope, no scorpion. That's okay. Let's descend. Where's my ladder? Thank you. Lost it for a second. All good. So I think we will get to some Nook Miles goals tonight. Look, I don't know. I shouldn't say that because I do now want to do a lap of the island for sea creatures, and I do also want to try and catch the Mahi-Mahi and the giant Trevally because could you imagine? That would be incredible. I'm going to dig up the extra tulips because I don't want them, and I'm going to dig up the extra cosmos, and I'm going to put them over near the beach that has the pier where I've been dumping all of my extra flowers. I'm just going to dump them there, okay? But let's see, is this purple or is it black? See, I can't tell on my monitors. I think it might be purple though. Now that I'm really close to it, I think it's purple. Which would be okay because I did want to breed purple roses. It's our first black plant. Shut the front door. That is so unbelievably good. I'm going to chuck that. I don't know where to put it. I don't have any space. I'll just put it over here so it can grow. We need to breed more. That's unbelievably exciting. I think we're going to have mostly black rose bushes on this island because they are so my vibe. I love me a black rose. I can't believe it. I really thought it was going to be purple. The way it looked on my monitor then, I really thought it was going to be purple. Anyway, we need to water all of these plants to breed more, okay? But just our first black rose, it's starting. The look of our island. It's happening, my friends. I'm going to need lots of black roses. But I do also like the way that the black tulips look as well. And the black cosmos are cute. So depending on what villages I get, if I get another lazy villager, Barreled is a lazy villager. And it's got that childlike energy. I feel like cosmos would be good to decorate for someone who has that kind of childlike energy. So it would just be nice to have an assortment of all of the flowers that we can get black variations of. I would like to have. Good on you, red roses, for making our first black. Amazing. Proud of you, sweetie. Can you do another one for me? You could if maybe I actually watered you and not watered the fence. Okay, it's good. All good. I've got another one. These days, I always carry 2 watering cans on me. Because they don't last very long, the flimsy watering cans, which is good. I need them to not last very long for the Nook Miles goals, for crafting tools and also for breaking tools. I need them to not last very long. All right. That is our flowers all watered. Fabulous. Let me put my fencing back in there so that we don't have any that breed out of control. You can breed all you like, Black Rose, if you wanted to, but I don't think you can breed just from one on its own. I think you've got to have at least two to be able to have them breed. So you're just going to chill over there on your own, friend. Excited to have you, the first black flower. All right, I'm kind of thinking that I would like to head to the pier and try using some of our bait. Oh, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do... I'm sorry. I'm just so in shock still. It's like my plan was to be fishing for 2 hours. And I fished for 20 seconds. Maybe I'll offload my bait here so I can free up some space in our pockets to go diving with. And also, I should drop off the flowers like I mentioned just before. Over here is where I'm talking about offloading them. I don't need to catch an Atlas moth because I've already caught one. All right, let's plant some of these flowers over here just so they've got somewhere to live, even though I'm probably never going to use them. It's fine. All right, and I am actually going to place that fence back here so that they don't breed out of control. And I'm going to... I knew that was going to pick the flowers. I didn't want to pick the flowers. I just wanted to plant these ones. These red tulips that I've got here. Okay. So now we've done that. Now I'm going to need to offload more so I can have as much space in my pockets. Maybe not too much space, right? Just a bit more space. Just so we don't run out of space. I'll offload some fishing rods as well. It's fine. I don't need all of these fishing rods in my pockets. And the axes I'll drop as well. I'm about to wear my swimsuit. And we'll offload the shovel and the watering can. So 30 spaces I reckon should be enough to do a round of the island diving. Let's see if we can catch a gigas... I forgot about Cap'n. How could I forget about Cap'n? I also forgot that I put this here as a part of decorating for our 3-star island. I need to move it because we can't do a big dive in from there with that in the way. And Cap'n. This is Cap'n, the guy who takes us on boat tours. And from what I know about the update we've got coming in January, is it? I keep talking about it. I don't know when it is. But Cap'n's family is going to be a part of that big update. Very exciting. But we are going to do a big jump off the pier. I love it. Let's do a round of the island. Now, I do want to catch everything that I see though, even if I've already caught them. Just because we need to catch 2,500 sea creatures for Nook Miles goals. So, and what I am not going to be donating to Blathers, I can sell to the Nook boys, right? So it's all good. It's all extra money, money, money. But if we see a very large shadow moving away from us very fast, it could be a Giga's giant clam, right? You just never know. All right, what have we got over here, my friends? Ooh. It's not moving super quick, though, so it's not going to be a Giga's giant clam. Maybe a mantis shrimp? No, a nautilus shell. A chambered nautilus, sorry. Is it on the naughty list? It's not. It's a good boy. Or girl. I don't know why I said that. Anyway. I'm still just so in shock, right? Okay, what have we got here? Something very big that's not moving. Probably another anemone. Nope, some seaweed. That's okay. It's all good, my friends. I'm just seeing... the firefly squid becomes available at 9 o'clock. That's the only other creature that can be caught in the sea at night, but it's it's just coming up to 8 o'clock now, which, by the way, we could have the potential to see Wisp again tonight, and I would really love that considering we didn't last time. But I just wanted to see. Yeah, we've got a few things that are available after 9 p.m. Like in the river, we could catch a snapping turtle. And then in the ocean, we could catch the barrel eye, which is a fish that is also very rare from 9 p.m. But I don't know if we'll be playing for that long, honestly. Considering I've achieved half of the goal I set out to do, and then actually a little bit more, really. Our lighthouse! We can see it for the first time at night. Show me. Very nice. We'll have a better look when we get a bit closer to it. I'm so stoked that for 2 months in a row, though, we've been able to catch what we needed to catch before the end of the month. Very good. We did it for both October and this month. Hopefully we'll be able to do the same for December. I think we start... Oh, no, I think it's January that we start seeing the stags, like all of the stags that come in over summer, and some of them are incredibly hard to catch. They're bugs, and some of them are really hard to catch. There's some that are available from like 11 o'clock at night onwards, so... It's gonna be interesting over summer, but I've got to catch them all, right? That's the whole point. But I'm just wondering when we start to see sharks. Are sharks in December or are they January? They might be January as well. January is the middle of summer in Australia. Very common to see sharks around that time IRL. And I actually live in an area where we do see sharks. Oh, yes, we got a scallop. We're going to see Pascal. It ought to be savored. It will be by Pascal until he eats it. Sorry. Just have like an itchy nose and also it's kind of running a little bit. I'm not sick anymore, but just annoying. Anyway, hey man, about that scallop of yours. Can I have it? Sure, here you go. Whoa, thanks for your generosity, man. You're so welcome, dude. Since you were cool, I left you something you'll dig. Thanks. While I'm at it, let me lay some truth on you. The deep kinds. Feel this. If variety is the spice of life, then friends have got to be like the cotton candy. I like that. Stick that in your skillet and let it simmer. Yep, today is a good day. It sure is. It really, really is, Pascal. You don't know how true you got that. Seriously. Alright, let's catch this. See what this is over here. Probably more seaweed or another anemone. More seaweed. Seaweed is the one of the day today, my friends. Anyway, coming up towards the back end of the island now. What are you? Another scallop. We can keep that one though. Thank you. We got the bells chiming for 8 o'clock. Very nice. Another ribbon eel, so cute. Sorry, a spotted garden eel. That's what I was supposed to say. I knew what it was, but for some reason my brain said ribbon eel. You go, Pascal. What a cutie pie. Adorable. Anyway. Oh, what's down over here? Yes, we got a turban shell. Nice. Our lighthouse. It is yellow, which is unfortunate. But once I get Halves Island up and running and we get Reese and Cyrus, which is probably going to be very soon because I would love to do that very soon. It means that we can get that recolored to a better color, like black. That's what I thought I was going to get, was a black one. But they gave me a yellow one. Yellow's just not my favorite color. That's all. Ooh, 2 lots of bubbles. Let's get these ones first because these ones appear to not be moving. That's because it's an anemone. All right, let's see what these bubbles are doing up the back here. Whoa! It was swimming at me. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate the slate pencil urchin. I hate it. It's just the way that they're wiggling. They're wiggling and it's really gross and I don't like it. It's just really her. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Anyway, that's all good. More bubbles. I suppose I can go back and get them. It's fine. It's probably just going to be more seaweed, honestly. I should have placed a bet with you guys. You probably would have said the same thing though. So we all would have won, right? Or would there be no winners if we all bet on the same thing? Anyway. More bubbles. That's crazy. How much seaweed do we have in our pockets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We have 7 seaweed in our pockets right now. That's crazy. It's all good. Let's get these bubbles. And then there's more bubbles up the back as well. Oh, this is a little guy. A little sea slug. Cute. Not cute at all, actually. Cute in Animal Crossing, probably not in real life. Would probably freak me out in real life. Anyway. Oh, we were right on top of this one. A starfish. A sea star. Very cute. All right. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Oh, 2 lots of stars. Bubbles. 2 lots of bubbles once again, my friends. We've got to be getting close to the top right corner. Yes, we do. What's the go up the back here? Oh, okay, that was moving towards me too. Another scallop. No worries. So I'm thinking once we're not back near the back corner. We're about halfway across the back, aren't we? Oh no. This beach is closer to the corner than I thought it was. I thought it was more over towards the left of the map. Anyway, I am thinking after we do this diving, because it'll be after 8 o'clock, we run into a building really quickly to refresh the island, and then we go and see if Wisp is around. If Wisp is around, we help Wisp. If Wisp is not around, then obviously we won't help Wisp. But then after that, we can then just do some fishing off the pier. I'm not going to go crazy, but just see if we can catch the giant Trevally or the Mahi-Mahi or both. I would just really like to catch them before it gets to the point where I have to stress over catching them by the end of their seasonality, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to get to a point where it's like, oh my god, it's January and I have to catch the Mahi-Mahi before the end of January. I don't know when the Mahi-Mahi goes away, but that was just an example, right? I don't want it to get to that point with those ones, just because those ones are harder to catch. You do need bait to catch them. So if we can catch them tonight, that would just be absolutely incredible. I cannot fathom swimming in the ocean like this at nighttime. I just can't really fathom swimming in the ocean like this to begin with. I'm just not really a big fan of the ocean. Oh, Pearl, thank you so much for that. I like the shallows at the beach. I don't really like swimming where I can't touch the bottom. I used to when I was a kid. I used to have no issues with it. I don't know what changed. But I just can't really fathom doing this kind of diving to begin with. But then at night, it's just not my thing. I just don't like the ocean. It kind of freaks me out. I don't know. There's just so much of the ocean that we don't know about, right? So much that is unexplored. We don't know what's going on down there. There's got to be some truly horrific creatures down there, right? Anyway. I'll never have to worry about that because I will never put myself in this situation. This is as close to diving as I get, right? Oh my gosh, those bubbles are farther away than I thought they were. It's fine. It's all good. Oh my goodness, but there's even more though, and I'm gonna have to go back for them because the ones that I don't go back for will be the Giga's Giant Clam. I have to go back for it. I really do hope that we catch the Giga's Giant Clam because it's so beautiful. I've mentioned it so often, but it's really, really pretty. And again, it's another one that I would like to not have to stress over catching just because it is rare or rarer. Harder to find, not as common. Lucky if you get the random chance to catch it. You know what I mean? So I would like to catch it before it gets to that point where it becomes stressful, where I have to catch it. That would be cool. Are we getting close to pockets full? We are at pockets full. That's okay because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seaweed. That's over a third of my pockets of sea creatures. Seaweed. I would be more than happy to swap some. That's if we catch something new. Hello, little goth friend. You remember when Blathers told us that the sea urchin is like the goth of the sea? I love that. My little goth friend. I have to go back for the bubbles. I have to. It's just like I mentioned before. If I don't, they'll be the Giga's Giant Clam. Whoa! Okay, it's moving quick, but it's not very large, so... I don't know what it could be at that shadow size, moving very quick. Maybe it's the umbrella octopus again. Come here, little friend. It is the umbrella octopus. Very cute. I'm going to swap this one for some of the seaweed because I think the umbrella octopuses sell for a decent amount. Oh yes, okay, I did the right thing. I thought I accidentally let go of the umbrella octopus and I was going to be a bit sad. My stomach actually dropped at the thought of it for a second there because I was like, my bowels! My bowels are swimming away! Feel a bit like Mr. Krabs sometimes with money, money, money. I'm going to let that go because I don't think the whelks sell for that much, so that's fine. Can we finally move on from this corner, please? I've still got half the island left to dive for. I can't move on from this corner, apparently. It's fine. Where is it? That was weird. Anyway. Sorry, I just couldn't actually see where it was. Because it's kind of dark. Because it's nighttime. And I couldn't see the shadow. I thought I was right on top of it, but I wasn't. Okay, what are you? Another sea star. Very cute. They don't sell for very much, so I'm going to let it go. Are we finally moving on from the corner? I think we're finally moving on from the corner, friends. That's exciting. What are you? Probably a mantis shrimp. Look at me go. I'm gonna keep that one because I think it sells for a bit better than the seaweed does. Alright. Let's see what we can find down this way. Also, just thinking about a thumbnail for this video, it's probably just going to be the golden trout, right? Catching the golden trout, because that is like the moment for this episode. I still can't believe that happened. We'll come back for those bubbles. Oh no, we'll go back for those bubbles. We'll just get these ones first. I just don't want them to disappear, that's all. So that's probably going to be the thumbnail for this video. Totally fine. Let that go. Thank you. Ooh, Nook Miles for catching a certain amount of sea creatures. Deep dive. The glittering sea that surrounds our island is home to all kinds of captivating creatures. Put on your wetsuit, dive in and see what you can collect to earn miles. See what I did there? We have caught 250 sea creatures. I love that. The next step is getting to 1,000. So we've got a long way to go until then, which is why I am catching everything, my friends. You just got to catch everything. These bubbles are moving at a quick succession. Are they moving in the water at a quick succession? They are. I can't see the shadow size. I can't. Oh my god, I think it's very large. I think it's very large. This could be it. This could be it, my friends. This could be it. Oh my god, I need to come from top-down view so I can see where I'm at on the bubbles because I have to approach this very slowly. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Is it? It's not. Oh, I just got so excited, but that's okay. The lobster is still a good find. I'm definitely going to swap it with something else in my pockets. Oh, no. I'm not. It's fine. Oh, my goodness. That would have been crazy if that was the Gigas Giant Clam. Oh! What shadow size do we have here? Oh, my God. It's very large and it's moving fast. Okay, so if you're new to Animal Crossing and you're trying to catch something that's moving very fast in the water, the trick is, generally when you're swimming, you press the A button on your controller to make your person swim. When you're catching something that's moving very fast, you don't want to do that. You literally just want to use your little stick that makes your character move, because they'll move pretty slowly in the water, right? And you need to do that without pressing the A button to creep up on the creature. And you're going to wait until you're pretty much right on top of the bubbles, and it might take a really long time to get yourself right on top of the bubbles. And when you're right on top of the bubbles, that's when you dive down, because you have the best chance of getting whatever it is. It's another lobster. I'm going to put this one in my pockets this time. Okay, but that's the trick. That's how you catch fast moving creatures, okay? Just if you're new to Animal Crossing, because I know that I think there's 2 of you have had comments from that saying that you're new to Animal Crossing. So I'm going to swap this this time for some seaweed. Thank you. Another thing that you can do for creatures that are moving really fast, if you're struggling with that, you can try and get them to move into a place where they're like in the corner of your island, like the roped off corner of your island. Is this going to be another freaking lobster? No, it's not. Okay. It just swam away from me very quickly. The sea star was on the move, apparently. Anyway, you can try and lure it into a corner so it's got nowhere to go. And once it's in the corner, it might come back towards you. That's another option that you've got. But I would do the swimming super slowly and trying to just line yourself up to where you're on top of the bubbles, because that seems to be the most foolproof method for me anyway. I've had the most success with that method at catching those really fast sea creatures. And this is another one. Oh my god. I have to go for it. It's probably going to be another lobster, but I have to go for it, because what if it's not? What if it's the Gigas Giant Clam, right? Because it's moving real quick. No way. No. No. The vampire squid said that it was available. I read it wrong. I read it wrong. I thought it said the vampire squid was available from 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. But no, it's available from 4 p.m. till 9 a.m. I didn't even think about getting a vampire squid. Incredible. This is a vampire squid, by the way. Yes, I got a vampire squid. A lot was at stake. That's another one I can take off my list. Wow. What a day we are having, my friends. I am so freaking glad. I am absolutely swapping with this. I need to focus on this so I don't do it wrong. Swap it. Swap it with the seaweed. I have the vampire squid. I have the vampire squid. So freaking good. Wow. So now the only other sea creature we really can catch at the moment is the Gigas Giant Clam, right? That's the only other one we have available to us right now that we haven't already caught. What a good night. I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are too. I just love when we have successful nights in this game. Because I had nights that were not successful. So it's just especially rewarding when you can have a really good night. A really good fishing, really good diving, really good bug catching. We haven't had to go on a really big bug catching spree yet though. We will over summer with the stags. So that's going to be a time, but something to look forward to, right? And it's just like the thrill, the achievement of actually catching the thing that's hard to find, right? It's just such a dopamine hit. It feels so good. All right, are you very big and moving very fast? You're very big, but you're not moving very fast. Oh, you're a crab, a Dungeness crab? Yeah, I will keep you so I can sell you for bells. Could you imagine if I accidentally let go of the vampire squid? Oh my god, I would hate myself for that. That would have been bad. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we're heading over to the corner. I just want to see what's going on down over here at the corner. Are we at the corner? Yeah, we're pretty much at the corner, right? I should just get these bubbles first though, because we're a little bit further from the corner than I thought we were. More seaweed? An anemone. I'm going to let you go because I know you sell for about 500 to 600 bells. So we're just going to let that one go. Okay. What are you? Another chambered nautilus. No worries. Let's let it go. Okay, we're at the corner. Let's make our way across the bottom of the island. Let's make our way up a little bit from the corner. I take it back. What are you? All of the turban shells, right? Totally fine. So vampire squids are pretty uncommon as well. I wouldn't say that vampire squids are the most rare, but they are definitely uncommon. And I know that with some of the creatures, like the sea creatures and even like the fish and the bugs, there are some that will only become available once you've caught a certain amount of the creature type. Like there's certain fish that can only be caught if you've caught like 50 fish or if you've caught like 100 fish. And there are certain sea creatures that can only become available if you've caught like 50 sea creatures or 100 sea creatures. So we're at the point where we have caught well and truly over 100 of each of the different creatures. So we should have all of the creatures available to us. It's just about whether the game wants to randomly give them to us, right? And we just got so lucky to get that vampire squid, I think. But that's something to keep in mind. If you're perhaps struggling, you've got a list of all of the creatures and you're struggling to find them, just check and see if you have actually caught enough fish, bugs, sea creatures to catch what it is you're looking for. The way that you can do that is by going into your Nook Miles, and here we've got Angling for Perfection, and here we can see that I've caught 381 fish. So that's, if you have caught the 100 fish there, you know that you'll have all of the fish available to get for you. For deep dive, we know that we've caught 267 sea creatures. So I've got all the sea creatures available to me. When it comes to bugs, where are bugs? Bugs. You have got the bug. I went right past it. I've caught 241 bugs. So I should have all of the bugs available to me. That's how you check where you're at in regards to having the potential availability of all of the fish, the creatures, and the bugs, right? Just the more you know, okay? And I had to even check before tonight as part of doing the research as well when I was thinking about trying to catch the golden trout, right? I did the research because I was like, maybe I haven't caught enough fish to even have the golden trout be available. But I think the golden trout was one that you had to catch 50 fish before. Maybe it was 100. I can't remember. But it did have a you need to catch this amount of fish before this one will become available to you restriction. Ooh. No, you're not moving super fast. That's okay. Oh, we got an oyster pearl. A pearl oyster. Sorry, wrong way round. All good. I am going to swap that because I think that will be a little bit more pricey than some seaweed. So, all good. We've had a good haul tonight, though. We've got some pretty pricey things in here. And, of course, the vampire squid. Can't go wrong, right? Super stoked with that. Even if we don't get the Giga's giant clam tonight, it was so worth it just to get the vampire squid. Like, I'm stoked with that. But if you want to give me the Giga's giant clam as well, I'll take it. I will swap that one too. Thank you. Ooh, what recipe did we get from Pascal, by the way? The mermaid chair. No worries. The mermaid stuff sort of isn't really my vibe for this island, though. But I'll have a look at what it is. It's very cute stuff. It's just, it's more pastel looking than what I'm going for on this island. Alright, what are you over here? Big and slow moving. I hate it. I don't want to keep it. I'm going to let this one go because I don't even want to look at it really. Just excuse me for a second while I slowly make my way and drink some water. Alright. We're nearly back to where we started, my friends. Back to the beach where I left all of my stuff. Oh! I can't see the shadow size because it's so dark. Could you imagine? Oh my god, it's swimming. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. And it did a heckin' deceive of me and went in the other direction. Oh, it's moving real fast. Come on, I can catch you. Let me catch you. Please. Oh, it's another vampire squid. That's okay. I'm gonna keep it. I am absolutely gonna keep it. Swap it. Thank you so much. All that seaweed came in handy, right? For me to be able to swap it with everything else. Let it go. Alright, once we get to this corner, we'll then head back up to the pier and that will be our round trip complete, right? Still an opportunity to catch a Giga's giant clam, though. I'm not giving up hope just yet. But like I said, I'm just really happy to even have the vampire squid, okay? We're doing really well just with that. Oop, bubbles. I should get them now. It's fine. And then we'll head over into the corner and then we'll come back up this way after that. Okay, we got some bubbles up that way. And we are in the corner. There's no other bubbles in the corner. Let's go get these bubbles and then we'll head back over to the pier. Nice. We're finishing off with the whelk. I'm going to let it go though. I'm just thinking, we caught an extra vampire squid. Do I want to keep a vampire squid? We're going with more gothic theme. Do I want to go and check out those bubbles? I want to go and check out those bubbles. And then we'll go back to beach, alright? But I'm just thinking, vampire squid. And I haven't kept... Oh, have I kept a... No, I've kept fish friends, but I haven't kept a sea creature friend. I'm thinking maybe I want to keep the extra vampire squid as a little friend. That's going to be it for diving, though. A successful night. I do need to go and offload everything from my pockets, though, before I come back and pick all of that stuff up and do some fishing. And also, we're going to check for Wisp before we even go fishing, right? So, what I'm going to do, let's put all of those creatures, except for the vampire squids, in storage. Nice. We've got so many creatures that we can sell to the Nook brothers as well, which is fantastic. And we got another pearl. Pearls are always handy to have. I don't think I'm going to be making any of the stuff though, so maybe they're not handy to have. I don't know. All of the recipes that require pearls are the ones we get from Pascal, or like other mermaid style recipes, right? All right, skip over that one. Let's learn this mermaid chair recipe. Very good. And we're going to put the seaweed, the sea pineapple, more seaweed, the chambered nautilus, and the sea anemone. And then let's put down our new friend. I don't know what to call our new friends though. Cute. I wish it was in a bigger tank though. I love him. I want to call him Bob. It just came to my mind. Let's just call our vampire squid Bob. I don't know what to call the others though. Our froggy friend and our seahorse friend. What do I want to call you guys? I don't know, but I love Bob the vampire squid, okay? When all else fails, go with Bob as your name. Anyway, let's go and put this vampire squid out with the other things that are ready to be donated. And we'll see, after checking for Wisp, we'll see if there's going to be any more fish that we can add to this, right? Alright, drop the item and I can take off my wetsuit. Beautiful. Alright, I've got a net. I just because we're going to be going up into the cliffs, I just want to make sure that I've got a net on me in case we come across a scorpion, because that would just make this night 100% even more incredible than it already was, right? Because I just want to get that over and done with, right? Now, I'm trying to look everywhere, both up at the higher cliff and at where we're walking and over the other side to see if there's Wisp anywhere. There's also no Celeste anywhere. That's okay. Like I said, just because we had shooting stars earlier doesn't mean that Celeste is going to be here. And also, we don't appear to even have any shooting stars anymore. That's okay. Just going to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, heading over this way. I've got big plans for the top of our cliffs. Big plans. And they're going to take a while to come to fruition, actually. But I can get started on them right now if I wanted to. Not right now, but you know what I mean? Like, I could get them started now. And then it's going to take a long time to finish those plans, right? It's barreled. We don't have a scorpion. I also didn't see Wisp. So I'm going to take that as being us not having Wisp tonight. Okay? That's okay. Just because it's nighttime, Wisp doesn't have to come every night. I would have loved to have seen Wisp though. It's all good. I'm just going to offload some things that I'm not going to need. Like my ladder. And my pole vaults. My net I'll keep on me just in case. And I'm going to drop my wetsuit. And then we're going... Oh, also, I will keep my slingshot as well, just in case we have any balloons. But we're going to come over and see if we can catch some fish with some bait, my friends. Alright, let's put some bait in our pockets. And I don't need any more fishing rods at the moment, but I might just fill my pockets anyway with another fishing rod. Just because I'm pedantic and I like it to be even, okay? Hi, Captain. We're not going to chat to you tonight. But we will eventually, and I'm excited for it. Let me just get my rod out first. Let's scatter some bait. See if we can catch a giant Trevally or a Mahi-Mahi. As far as I'm aware, we are looking for incredibly large shadows like that. Let's see. Could you imagine? Could you just imagine? It's not. It's a sea bass. I can tell by the vibration. There was no vibration in that. If it was a Mahi-Mahi or a giant Trevally, it would be vibrating like crazy. I'm going to catch even the little guys as well because, like I said, we need to catch a lot of fish. So I may as well just catch everything, right? And selling to CJ. So we just need to have a good amount of fish anyway. Hello, little clownfish. Little Nemo friend. Cute. Also, Kappa's just going to be watching us fishing. He's a chill guy. Okay, is this going to be a sea bass? Let's see. I would see if it didn't turn its head. Quick before it moves too far. It's not going to get that either. Jeez Louise. Far out off the bat. Oh, okay. Hello, red snapper. Okay. Honestly, now that we've caught the golden trout, the bait that I've made would probably be used for the giant Trevally and the Mahi-Mahi anyway. Because there's no other fish at the moment that I feel like I would need to use bait to catch. But these two most definitely. Oh, damn it. I thought that was the last one. I miscounted. That's because I was talking. Anyway, it's all good. It wasn't going to be a Mahi-Mahi or a giant Trevally. This could be though. I say that every time. It's just the shadow looks especially large. It's not going to get that. It's going to swim past it. Okay. Let's line it up better, my friends. That's not lining it up better. It is lining it up better. It's lining up perfectly, actually. It's another sea bass. What? Oh no, it's an olive flounder. That's okay then. While I am thinking about it, I'm just assuming that they have very large shadows. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, they are very large. They both say very large shadows. All good. Okay, there goes one fishing rod. It's all good. Let's move this one into its spot. Little guy. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy on the fishing tonight. Like, I don't want to spend all 70 of the bait, right? I don't want to do that. We're coming up on 2 hours recording. So maybe we've got 4 left in this stack. I'll just do 1 more stack after this and see how we go. We've had a lot of success in other areas tonight, so I'm happy with the progress we've made in this episode. Catching things I wasn't expecting to catch, or that I wasn't expecting to catch so easily. So we've had a lot of success in that regard. This would just be like the cherry on top, right? All right. Nice. See, that looks like a really large shadow to me, but I can't tell. It's too hard to tell. It's going to swim past that, isn't it? If it would stop moving, that would be really great. It's just another sea bass. No, it's not. It's a Napoleon fish. Okay, I think it's a Napoleon fish. That's not a Mahi-Mahi, right? That's not. Hold on. I should just see what it is. It didn't even vibrate. My controller didn't even vibrate. That's crazy. I caught a Mahi-Mahi. It's all Mahi-Mahi. It sure freaking is, and I can cross that off the list. And all we've got left is a giant Trevally. Oh my god. What a night! Incredible! I'm stoked. I just can't believe that my controller didn't even vibrate. That's why I didn't think it was a Mahi-Mahi. But then I'm like, no, it doesn't look like a Napoleon fish. It's a similar colouring to a Napoleon fish, but you don't catch Napoleon fish from the pier, do you? I can't remember. It's been too long since I've caught a Napoleon fish. We will eventually have to catch one. We used 8 bait and got a Mahi-Mahi. Could you imagine if this was the giant Trevally right now? Could you just imagine? If I could line it up any kind of way. Sometimes my controller does this. It goes in directions I'm not telling it to. Sometimes. See, now I don't know, right? Okay, it's an olive flounder. But now I don't know because it didn't my controller didn't vibrate at all for the Mahi-Mahi. So now I don't know if it will vibrate for the giant Trevally, right? Anyway, one more bait in that stack. It's a smaller guy. That's totally fine, though. I can hear a balloon, but it's probably too late now. If it's at this point, it's flying over the ocean. Too late to catch it. Hello, zebra turkey fish. All good. Let's go grab another stack of bait. We'll see. We'll see how we go after this one, because... Well, hello there. You spawned rather quickly. Okay, it's fine. I just don't know what to expect now. It's all good. What a night. I would go so far as to say this has almost been the most successful night that we have had fishing, aside from getting 100 casts for Castmaster, right? It would just be made like the absolute, like we're doing great. The absolute cherry on top would be to catch a giant Trevally as well right now. That would just be so incredible. Just every time I open my pockets and I see the Mahi-Mahi, I'm like, no way! What do you mean? So amazing. Alright, let's scatter some food. A little guy. Love to all sizes of fish. Not just the big guys, but the little guys too. Alright. We're going through this pretty quickly. We might get another stack of bait done after this. We'll see. I'll see how I feel. Whoa, okay, no worries. Well, at this rate, we are flying through this stack of bait, right? I still don't think we'll get through all 70 bait. But now I'm kind of like determined. I'm like, I just would love to catch a giant Trevally. Also, I think I've pretty much proven at this point that the fixes that I made for input lag have worked and that I have no input lag anymore. So good. I'm just sad that I didn't come up with those fixes before the Castmaster episode because I really hated having to keep undocking the way that I did. But it was the only way with the input lag that I was ever going to be able to do that. Hello, little butterfly fish. How are we going for our pockets? Oh, plenty of space. And still 5 more bait. Okay, this one's just a medium-ish shadow. Hello, barred knife jaw. Your black and white stripes are beautiful. They remind me of Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. I went and saw Beetlejuice the musical earlier this year. I think I mentioned that in last episode. Oh, no. I was thinking about Beetlejuice. Thank you. I was going to say I just got ripped off. Maybe it had to think about it. Maybe it had to think about it because it was giving me a giant Trevally. And it had to think about it. I will pay attention this time. All that for a sea bass. Anyway, it's fine. It had to think that hard about giving me a sea bass. Anyway, it's fine. But yeah, Beetlejuice the musical. If you ever get a chance to see it, I highly recommend. Our Australian cast was absolutely perfect for it. As far as I'm aware, it was written by the Australian guy who starred as Beetlejuice, Eddie Perfect. I'm pretty sure he wrote it. Beetlejuice the musical. Don't quote me on that though. But really cool, if true. Love to see Australians doing amazing things, right? I feel like sometimes we get looked over for that kind of stuff. And then we'll have like one-offs like Hugh Jackman that do really well and Nicole Kidman that do really well. But I feel like overall we kind of get looked over for our talents. Just an observation. I am going to go for another stack of bait. I'm going to do it. Why not? We're here. We're at just over 2 hours now. Why not? Let's see if we can catch a giant Trevally, right? Get that cherry on top. Hello, squid. Oh, another fishing rod gone. This is why I made so many fishing rods, right? Move it on down the line. I've still got more fishing rods on the beach as well, if I need them. Still just going back in my mind to when I caught the Mahi-Mahi and me thinking it was a Napoleon fish. And I was so in shock because I was like, the Napoleon fish isn't on my list of creatures that I can find now. I really didn't think it was a Mahi-Mahi. Because my controller didn't vibrate. That looks pretty freaking huge to me. The sea bass do it to me every single time. They look gigantic. I suppose they are pretty big, but like, they're no giant Trevally. And they're no Mahi-Mahi. Oh, that fish is not going to go for that. Oh, it is. Okay, no worries. I take it back. Beautiful. It's doing that thing again where it looks like it's going to be real big and it's probably going to be a sea bass or an olive flounder. How did I know? I must have too much experience, my friends. 5 more in this pile. We might even get through 1 more. Because we're going through it at a pretty quick rate, honestly. I'm catching fish very efficiently. Get it? I totally didn't mean to make that a pun, but it came out as a pun. Sorry. I'm stoked that we got the Mahi-Mahi though. That's one that I don't have to worry about when it comes to its end of season. I'll have a look at when its end of season is in Critterpedia. Jeez, scare me right off the bat. Red snapper. They do look pretty dapper. They're quite pretty, the red snappers. In Animal Crossing anyway. I don't know what they look like in real life. I thought it was gonna rip me off again. Not that it ripped me off the first time, but I thought that it was really not gonna give me a fish then. Why can't I cast for this one? Now it should get one at that angle. Thank you. Ooh, okay, straight off the bat, little guy. Little horse mackerel. How many have I got left? Well, I'll be able to check in a second because I'm going to need a new fishing rod anyway. 1 in that stack, no worries. I might just go and grab another stack of bait because like I said, I'm doing this pretty efficiently. We might get through all 70 bait yet. I'm hoping that we don't. I'm hoping that we don't need to. I'm hoping we can catch a giant Trevally before that, but that's okay. I still can't believe that it took 8 bait. 8 to catch the Mahi-Mahi. I swear I had a longer time trying to catch it on my other island. Another zebra turkey fish. I also would love to decorate this pier a little bit more. Like how on Sezurbia I had the string lights. I would love to get some string lights, but also some other things to decorate this pier a little bit more. Once the right things come into the shop, right? That's a big part of it, is having the right things that I want to decorate with become available to me. It's not going to get that. That's too far back. Okay. It's not going to get that either because it decided to move at the last second. Thank you. All right. It looks like a big one. We'll see though. See, now that I don't know if it's going to vibrate my controller, I don't know. I have to reserve my judgment until I see the sea bass coming out of the water, right? It's a funny thing. Beautiful. All right, I only got 2 spots left in my pockets. That's okay, we can go and offload and come back. Seriously, it swam right over the bobber. Thank you. Thank you, Beetlejuice fish friend again. Oh, my fringe be looking awful. Why'd you tell me my fringe looks so bad? Anyway. Fringe things, right? Alright, little guy. You're gonna be the last one to fill our pockets with. Oh, not if I cast like that. Oh, Cap'n! I didn't mean to talk to you. That was that thing where I pointed my controller that way. And it decided to go that way. Anyway, we're talking to Cap'n apparently. Now what have we here? Yours be a face I've not seen before. Name's Cap'n. What's yours? Sezrawrr, is it? Yar, that'd be a nice fancy name, that. I like Cap'n. Cap'n's a good name. Well, I came here to ferry folks on tours to various wee islands in exchange for miles. Might even take ye where thar be rare treasures. Me tours go to places ye can only reach with me boat. I'm gonna struggle to read Cap'n, I'm sorry. I love him though. What a guy. I can take ye almost any time. Let me know when ye ready to sail. I'm not tonight, but thank you. And nice introduction. I want to catch this fish now. It's not going to go for that. this fish, am I right? Thank you. Nice. Five more, but I've got no room left in my pockets. Let's go and run these fish home and the Mahi-Mahi out to our little donations area. I just really want to wait on donating them until... Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole problem. I want to wait until I'm ready to speak to Blathers about what he wants me to do, which if you know, you know. If you don't know, well, you're gonna eventually find out. But I'm just not ready to do that yet. And the vampire squid needs to go on top. Okay, cool. I can pick up my bait and let's go and put the rest of the fish in storage. But I want to wait until I'm ready to talk to him about that and then we can donate all the things. I think he's going to love telling us about all the things, especially because we don't have any bugs this time. He's going to be like, yay, no bugs. Love that. I might be getting low on storage though. I'm just thinking about it. I put a lot of things in storage before. I don't know. I'll check out how much. I'll see if I can put all these in storage and then I'll check out how many spaces I have left in storage. I love KK Robot Synth. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite KK song is. Do you have a favorite? I highly recommend KK Robot Synth. There's a few that I love though. I love KK Disco. I love KK Lovers, like I mentioned. KK Metal is a fun vibe. I am out of storage. That is 320 storage all used up on things like this that I don't want. But also on things like this that I do want. I forgot that I got that couch. I wanted that couch for this room. So let's put that down and then I can put another thing in storage. Okay? Because it's much nicer, more my vibe than the cute sofa that we had. Also, we got some Nook Miles for that. For putting things in storage. Good things in store. That's the end of good things in store. Wow, look at that go. I love when we can complete a whole thing. Fabulous. We love to see it. All right, is there anything else that I have in storage that I want to put in this room? Just having a look at everything. The candle chandelier I would love to put in this room. Hang from ceiling. Nice. What a vibe. So fun. I love it. Now I can put another one of a fish in storage. It doesn't really matter if I can't fit anything else in storage, right? I'll just place them outside until such a time when I can. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything else. Okay, that's fine. Let's just run outside and we'll place them on the beach, maybe. Just pile them up on the beach, waiting to be sold to CJ. Also, we got a message in a bottle I can see just next to us. That's fine. Place a big guy, place a smaller guy. Oh, that's also a big guy. No worries. Place a smaller guy. Oh, that's also a big guy. No worries. Place a smaller guy. That's a smaller guy. Place a big guy. Place another big guy because all I've got left are big guys. Oh! I didn't realize Seabass was a bigger guy. Let me place from this side then. Nice. And then from the front we can place one more. Beautiful. Let's have a read of what this recipe is in this message in a bottle, and then we'll head back to the beach and finish up this stack. And I think this stack will be all that we'll fish for tonight, okay? What's up, Mega Builder? I was figuring what kind of protein shake I wanted for lunch when I had this awesome DIY idea. I'd kind of like to keep it a secret, but I'm going to trust you. Shh, I really super hope you use it. Go Team DIY from Moose. Do you have moose on your island? Let me know. A doghouse! Cute! I would like to learn this one, actually. Huh, okay. Sweet. I learned a DIY recipe for a doghouse. Nice. Very good. Let's run back to the beach. Finish up this bait. We've got 5 bait left. See if we can catch a giant trevally with this 5 bait, right? Let's see. You just never know, right? Okay. Not so far. That's okay. 4 more chances. So maybe the thumbnail for this video will now be catching the Mahi-Mahi, right? Because, like, catching the Golden Trout first time was our big achievement, but, like, it's the Mahi-Mahi. That looks like a freaking gigantic fish to me. It's always a sea bass. There goes another fishing rod. That's okay. 2 more bait. Let's see what we can do with 2 more bait. Shooting stars! They're back! I hear them. Alright, 1 more. I can just hear all of the shooting stars behind me. And I want to do them. I want to wish on them. Because we get Nook Miles for wishing on a certain amount of shooting stars. And I want to do that because we haven't had shooting stars in ages. That is all of the fishing we're going to be doing tonight, though. I'm just going to hang out for a minute here and see if I can get any more shooting stars, right? We are coming up on 9 o'clock, though, so we should hear the bells in a minute. I might just do 1 more sweep of the island as well, just to make sure that we don't have Wisp and make sure that Celeste hasn't randomly shown up. Sorry, my thumb's a bit sore. You know how sometimes you feel like air in your joints and you like need to crack it? I have that like in my thumb knuckle down here. Anyway, it's fine. Am I getting gamer's claw from holding my controller? No more now, seriously? Anyway, it's fine. Let's just pack up what we've got here. Take it all with us. We don't leave things behind at the beach. And I'm talking about that in real life as well. You don't leave any litter or anything behind at the beach. You take what you brought with you, right? Alright. Let's just ascend and see if we can find one last chance to find Wisp, to find Celeste, or to find a scorpion. As the bells ring for 9 o'clock. I don't have my ladder. Sorry, apparently my person was too far away to pick it up, and then I was telling her to move closer and she just wasn't doing it. Just Animal Crossing things, right? Well, it's 9 o'clock. We do have some things that have just become available as of 9 o'clock, but I wasn't planning on even playing until 9 o'clock. But I did get started a little bit later than I would normally. Oh, it's just the barrel eye can be caught in the ocean using bait. And the snapping turtle can be caught in the river. But not tonight. I just really don't feel like it tonight. I feel like I would need to do that on a night where I start later. Just because we're at 2 hours already. I've had a really big day. I've got a big day tomorrow as well. We don't have Wisp. We don't have Celeste. Doesn't appear that we have any scorpions. So I'm not going to go for those fish tonight, okay? Sorry about it. KK still putting on a fantastic show. You love to see it. That's going to become a Saturday night thing for us now, my friends. I'm so excited about it. All right. Let me put down my sea creatures that I have here. I didn't want to put you there. I wanted to put you next to all the other fish, right? Oh. That's okay. Red snapper. Red snapper. And then sea bass. And we're going to hope that CJ comes very soon. Or that we get Nook Miles goals to sell 5,000 bells. I didn't even look at Nook Miles goals tonight, but that just happens sometimes. Sometimes it just happens where other things take priority. The fishing was the priority. I caught the fish I needed to catch. I didn't catch the bug I needed to catch, but that's okay. I just remembered that this painting I've got to donate. That's why it's out here, so that's fine. What is this in my pocket? Oh, that's the bistro table that I had on the pier, right? I just got so confused with that. I was like, what is that? I'm not going to be able to put it in storage. I don't have any storage space. That's the whole problem. Anyway, it's fine. I'll just chuck it in the middle of the room here. I can't drop it, apparently. That's a problem for me another time. Also, I've got lots of stuff in my pockets that I wouldn't normally have in my pockets that I can't put in storage. It's fine. You know me, I just have to reorganize my pockets. I'm so sorry for being so pedantic about this. I just need my pockets better organized. It makes me happy. Anyway, look at our chandelier on our roof. I love it. What a vibe. So good. I would love to get a better ranking from Happy Home Academy tomorrow, but we will find out in the next episode, right? Because, my friends, we're just gonna lie down. And with that being said, that's all I've got for a very successful episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. All the fish. I love it. Except for the giant Trevally. But look, we had a lot of great success elsewhere, right? As well. So good. The vampire squid, loved that. I had a great time with this episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed it as well. Next episode will probably be a daytime episode. Maybe, oh, I was going to say maybe we'll get started on the terraforming. No, I think the goal for next episode is going to be going to Halves Island. I need to get Halves Island expanded and getting the vendors there, because once Halves Island is expanded and we have all the vendors there, we can make that a part of every episode that we play, going to visit Red daily. Right? Like every episode we can go and visit Red and get some more artwork. Every day we can go and visit Reese and Cyrus and get things recolored to make our home and our island look the way that we want them to. So much. Okay, so with that being said, that's probably what's going to happen in the next episode. That's probably going to be the big ticket thing. Maybe we'll look at catching some of the creatures that can be caught during the daytime, because I do have a list of creatures available during the daytime that we haven't caught yet. So maybe that's going to be the plan for next episode. Maybe we'll also talk to Blathers and get things started. We'll just have to wait and see. But with that being said, you guys, if you would like to see more of me, more of this Animal Crossing Let's Play over here, the long play, then hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. Let YouTube know you want to see more of me and Sezurbia. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button as well. That would mean a lot to me, to let me know that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. But guys, I hope you're having a fantastic morning, noon or night, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope it's a good one, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.